Você já tá na
Não,
live? Não, hoje não.
então vai, canta.
Não, começa a cantar você que eu canto, então. Abre sua boca.
Abre o quê? Eu?
Abre sua
Hey,
boca.
hey, Matt.
Habla.
It was super duper clickbaity of me to say OTF because I'm trying to get the notion that look, this is a manual OTF. Actually, I originally put manual OTF in there because, but it wouldn't let me. It was too many words, so I had to cut that part out. But it's a lot like the Kershaw. What do they call that? The Kershaw. Tá barulho, meu voz.
Uai, eu não sei, a culpa não é minha, é sua.
Sim.
Já tem alguém
This
na live?
is technically an OTF, right? Because you slide it. It's just not an auto, right? It is an OTF. It's not an auto. So this is, I don't know if it's Camillus or Camillus. Does anybody know? Anyway, let's see. Hey, Peter. Okay, let me log into this so I can follow. There we are. And
hey, Matt. Hey, Peter. Hey, Marcos.
Hey, Marcus. Okay, now let's increase the size to 110. There we go. Okay. Camillus. So no emphasis, not Camillus, not Camillus. Camillus. At any rate, it's not Camillus. It's Camillus. Hey, Marcos. Or Camillus. Yeah, right. Okay. I mean, they're an old company. We should know how to say it by now. It's what, over 100 years old, I think, right? They made, knives for the military way back when, right? Anyway, it's this is technically an OTF. There's just no automatic. It's not a spring. And I really like this knife. Oh, the capsule with a K. That's what it's called. Kershaw capsule. Hold on. Let me get this. Right, does that make any difference? É melhor?
Sim, muito melhor. Great. Que faz?
And not uninterestingly, believe it or not, even something as awful as this is technically an OTF, right? I mean, that is horrible. I mean, that's barely a knife, right? But it's technically an OTF, right? Because it's out the front. It's just not an automatic. Hey, Gunda, I love that silly Kershaw. I'm glad you like it. I gotta say, I feel sophisticated when I have a similar opinion to Peter. How dare you start without me? Trust me, we haven't done anything yet, Goondocks. This to me, the capsule, the action is shockingly smooth. It's shockingly satisfying. It's for a tiny knife. It's surprisingly good in hand in spite of its blocky shape. It's more than enough knife to handle, 99% of my EDC needs. Cutting tape, thread, even cardboard. There's really nothing I can't do with this. This is great for my pajama pants. Increasingly I'm getting away from big, beefy, full-size knives, and increasingly carrying knives like this, the tadpole, the angry watermelon, and my SRM. And then recently I pulled this guy out because the this is the 7601, but it's like the Gonzo 760, but this is the all black version, 7601. And I forgot how good this is. I mean, I always wanted to do, since the beginning of my channel, I wanted to do a knife. Like, what one knife should I buy? And then just do like ultra budget, medium budget, high end, high end production, whatever. And just go right up to like, say somewhere like around like a Hogue Deca or a Ritter Hogue, and kind of stop it there. Because if you know anything beyond a Ritter Hogue, you already don't need my help. You already know. But the action on this is fantastic. It's solid. It's G10 440C. The blade shape is just that great clip point. One of my favorite blade shapes. There you can't ask for much more. And I bought this for $15 back when, and I mean, I don't see how you can do better for $15. Anyway, so let's see.
$50.
So I've got one on the table. I got it in trade. Oh, the capsule. I need to snag one of them Kershaws and the Rough Rider zipper. Yes, exactly, Matt. I was going to mention that's the other OTF. Do you remember those from your childhood, Matt, by any chance? Because the whole reason I mentioned that one was because I had little cheap drugstore like not CVS, but drugstore companies used to print their names on them, like Long's Drugs and things like that, would print their name on it. And they were just made out of cheap plastic. Lots of companies would do that. But that zipper knife, the Rough Rider, and I already misplaced it, which is a problem because it doesn't have a pocket clip. I need to put it into like a little slip or something. Oh, it was your first Ganzo, the 7.6. Great choice. I would say there are so many of these of the first generation. I think this is my favorite. I think I've been carrying the CJRB Rhea. That's the perfect PJ carry. Absolutely, very, very light. That's a great little knife. I remember them. They were fun to play with, and I always felt so cool. I know you know what. Well, then you know what I mean. That's why I snatched that zipper right away because it just reminded me of. I felt like I had something, I don't know, kind of neat and secret, and I used to carry them around in my pocket. I still wish I had all my childhood knives. It really is a shame. I'm sorry getting started late, by the way, guys. I know the East Coast guys probably aren't going to be able to join us because it's already late. I was tearing my room apart looking for my other cleavers because I unboxed that mini cleaver, that mini machete, but sadly I can't find which box it's in. So I'll do other stuff in the meantime. Yeah. See you in a bit, Peter. Okay. I've been using the Bird Metal Lock. Oh, yeah. That was my Thanksgiving carry.
Amor, eu não tô entendendo nada.
Video and difference between Sativian, Ifengro, and Gans. Oh, cool. That would be really cool. You know who did early version Axis locks was it Ifengro or was it
Não tô entendendo nada. Nossa. Me explica também.
Oh, that's right. Enland. These are really quite bad. Enland made some, and Enland made some too. And they're pretty bad. They're not very, drop shutty. I mean, it's decent value. They're not amazing. Crappy pocket clip. I have several of those. Let's see.
O que você está procurando?
Mais facas, né? Esse tipo de feixa. Como assim, lembra?
Ah, tá. Automático.
Yeah, this is an N-Land too. Yeah, it's just we've gotten snobby. I mean, this is not horrible. This looks a lot like the Harn Silkworm. I think the Harn Silkworm is considerably better. This is pretty bad. HCR 13. The handle is good. The G10 is nice.
Diminui a minha tela, por favor.
Tá, eu faço agora. Olha. Okay. Let's see. I have an Evengrow and Gunzel, but not Sativian. Anyone here in experience with the Tunifier brand? I do. I have the Tunifier. I do not have the folder. The folder looks fantastic. You know me. I love my Carta, but liner locks, I'm just over. I have the Tunifier fixed blade, and I love just looking at it. I mean, it's got this gorgeous pattern micarta, these amazingly beautiful mosaic pins. I'm just astounded at the value. So if their folders are anything like their fixed blades, which from what I'm hearing from reviews is that people absolutely love their Tunifier, I'd say they're the next Gonzos, or QSP or whichever, pick your poison, whichever you like. Here it is. No, wait, no, that's not it. Haha, here it is. So, as far as I can tell, that's real Kydex. No rattle whatsoever. It's got this this style, right? A great little thumb ramp or whatever you call that, and D2, nice Tonto blade, American Tonto with a compound grind. You got a hollow and then a flat in the front, which is probably my favorite in terms of usefulness. And what's cool is this Tonto, what I like is that the point is a little further back, so you're not jacking up as much, as well as it gives you a decent little amount of belly here, which usually Tontos are so steep that front part is barely usable. It's only usable after the cut, whereas this, you could just go ahead and use it as if it were the belly. And then this is basically like a Warncliffe. It's pretty much straight down that way. And look at that beautiful micarta, 3D contoured. Look at the beautiful mosaic pins. I don't know if you can see that. I can't find fault with this, I don't know if it throws sparks. It looks like it's chamfered, so it's probably not an incredible spark thrower. As you can see, there's a swedge there, which, as far as I understand, swedges are great for, piercing. It takes more material out of the way to allow you for better piercing, better cutting, better piercing geometry, as I understand it. It lightens it too. I can't find any fault with that. I think it's great, and you can hear the positive snap. I love the Kydexes that look at how much. Watch. See how much positive snap there is. It's just, this is one of the nicest value fixed blades I have. That the micarta is also I like it as rough as possible, but as I understand it, more high-end polished is sort of more complete. But this, while polished and aesthetically pleasing, has just enough grippiness that it still feels like micarta without being ultra rough and hairy. You know how it kind of gets that fuzz? I actually like it when it's very fuzzy. which means apparently it's kind of a cheaper material. Apparently, it's actually not necessarily the best thing. You know what? I think I might have found at least some of my flavors, not all of them.
Que mais? Tchan, tcharam.
Yeah, let's see. So, oh yeah, this is my QSP. The Workaholic, that has an even more positive snap. This is the QSP Workaholic. See, this micarta is very, very rough and textury. I actually like it more fuzzy, but the Tuna Fire, it feels nicer. It feels more high-ended. It's a nice looking blade. What's the price on them? The Tuna Fire, I believe, is like 70, 80. I think I got mine for 50. I think I got it used for 50, perhaps, or 60 or so. It's great value. This is also fantastic value in my opinion. This is the QSP Workaholic. It's one of the earliest fixed blades, and it's just a great, it's a great worker knife. I think the Tuna Fire is way more beautiful with those mosaic pins, and the contouring of this is nicer, and I like this blade shape better. This is just your pure user, very standard kind of clip point. Also D2. This Tech Lock thing here, and this is the version 2. I think it used to be stiff, this strap, and then they made it a dangler. This is the new thing these days, by the way, guys. If you hadn't picked up on that yet, everybody wants danglers, because you know how it'll jab you. This, if you dangle it either with nylon or with the swiveling, let me see if I have one here. The ones that swivel. Okay, apparently I don't have one here that swivels. Let me see.
Qual o segmento
Fala?
Qual o segmento da sua conversa? Você está falando sobre as bainhas? É isso?
Sobre de tudo, sobre de faca em geral. Essa marca de Tuna Fire. Essa marca. Tuna Fire. Ele perguntou. É nova marca de China, mas a qualidade é incrível.
Nossa.
É barato, mas a qualidade é incrível. É muito barato.
Legal.
Let me see. Just realized something. I think I'm going to switch this one out. Let me see if that'll work. Yeah. This is a more high quality sheath for the, this is the old hickory double-edged steak knife. I mean, it used to be $10.95. I guess now they use $10.75 still. Likewise, I bought these really cheap sheaths for them. They're pretty low quality sheaths, but it's an $8 knife. This was, I think, $12 or something. Why do I see my clip? Good Lord. Look like I bought 2 of these. I didn't even know that. How do I buy 2 of something and not even know I do that? What the fuck is wrong with me? Yep, I sure did. I just realized I bought 2 of the same fucking knife. Jesus Christ. How the hell do I do shit like that? Holy God almighty. I mean, at the time, I might have done it on purpose because these things are only $10. It's a bushcraft knife. Obviously, it's not full tang. Wood handles. It comes with a sharpening stone, and nameless steel. It's that old Forge brand, but it's a Scandi grind. It's meant for bushcrafting. Who knows how much genuine hard use bushcrafting you can actually do with it? But and I'm sorry I don't have the dangle that I have a knife that does it, but oh, I know where it is. Here. This is the other style of dangle sheath that people are into. So you put a metal loop, and as you can see, this allows you to dangle without that that handle digging into you. This is the Tops Parang base camp that they made for SMKW. It's micarta. Fantastic ergos on the handle. Obviously 1095. So it's a unidirectional button, so sometimes it's a little hard to get on. But yeah, so see that dangle? Let's see, there you go. So that's the other style. So you want either something like this, or here's another one. This is just a shitty little tack force, but look at that. Comes with an elastic leg strap, and it's not a full dangle, but it's somewhat. As you can see, it's independent. So that's kind of the new thing, to make sure that that's independent there. Okay. What are your thoughts on D2? Do you think it's being overused? Is it become the new budget steel? Yeah. You bought 2 because 1 for keystring. Oh, yeah, that's right. D2 already is the budget steel, and there's too much of it already. 14C28 needs to take the D2 throne now. Yeah. I'd even settle for 9CR. Yeah. Okay. So here's the thing. Obviously, 14C28 is going to be better than D2 because it's definitely more stainless. But I'm pretty sure Sandvik is nowhere near as cheap as D2. So, because D2 has been around, I think, since the 50s. It's been around forever. So it's really pretty cheap for makers to get. It's not true that it's a non-stainless steel. It's a semi-stainless steel. It's just barely off the stainless thing. Obviously, 14C28 has really good corrosion resistance. Obviously, 9CR also has very good corrosion resistance. 9CR is probably, 10CR is probably right around OS 10, VG10. 9CR is probably right along with the Sandviks, probably 12C 20. What is it? It's 14C28 and 12C27. Yeah, 12C27, I think. At any rate, yeah, I mean, it's hard to do comparisons. K110V is just another name for D2. So D2 is kind of like a name brand, like Kleenex. And K110 is like saying tissue paper. 12C27, right. Haha, true. Though AR RPM9 is doing pretty good too. So the AR RPM9, basically it's AR RPM9. From what I'm hearing, it looks as though it's basically more or less like an OS 10, OS 10 VG10, except by making it powdered metallurgy, they're just getting way better performance. So when you powder the carbides get smaller, which makes it have better wear resistance. In other words, edge retention. Hey, Duque. Bonjour. So yeah, yeah. I don't see Sandvik becoming the new budget steel. It's, I think, probably always going to remain that sort of mid-budget, low high end. Basically, I think
Paulinho.
I think Sandvik is always going to be right along there with like VG10, Osten. So it's not going to be like super budget, you know, but D2, it would appear as though the way it's being pumped out is just ultra cheap. And what I was going to say is the reason why I'm not sick of D2 is because D2, in terms of value, it punches way above its weight. So you'll see that that when, like, for example, M390, when it's heat treated the way most people are heat treating it, gets about the same performance as D2. So, you know, you're paying $150 for D2. You're paying a huge premium for, you know, unless you know for sure that the company that you're getting from, you know, very reputable, you know, known to do good premium steels like Riot or something like that, then sure. Okay, here's another women's carry. I was mostly thinking about pocket knives, but this is from Southern Belle Outdoors. It's very inexpensive. It's an outdoors knife. You know, if you've got a woman who's into that, you know, it's got this saw blades / serrations, gut hook, recurve, which helps your cutting power. You know, if your lady's into camping and outdoors, the handle is kind of is a little smaller too. So, you know, and you know, purple. People love purple. Girls love purple. I love purple too. So anyway, there's that. What else? Put all these away. Steak knife. Okay, yeah. So this is the expat made by Essie. So this is that cleaver. It's got wood handles. Pretty nice. This thing's only $52. So this is one of the cleavers, and then I need to find the other cleaver. I'm going to put it together with this one. And this was the one. And I looked, there is a larger size. There's the Spec Alpha from Ontario. They have a larger size of this. So, you know, I might get it just to compare. No petrified fish yet. And if I'm not mistaken, every single knife of theirs is are liner locks, correct? So probably next to no chance of me getting a petrified fish. I know they're a good value. People like the quality. I just don't, you know, I don't need any more liner locks. I have too many. I don't love them. If anything, I'll get more SRMs with their access lock. I have one so far. I'll probably get at least 2 more of those. I'll do an unboxing. More women's knives. Sorry, let me get to that. I meant to show this last time as well. I forgot. So more pink knives. Let me just come down here. Right. The Beluga is a front flipper, but it's still a liner lock. I'm not interested in liner locks. I don't mind flippers. I actually really like flippers. And I hate front flipper. I less and less hate front flippers. Anyway, here, check it out. So more pink knives. This is, you know, obviously Wartech, which is part of Master Cutlery, which is part of, you know, like Tac Force, MTech. It's all the same company. This one is YCS7006 MPK. I think that's what it is. Anyway, you know, it's, you know, this, you know, marijuana leaf thing, but it's pink. It's assisted, you know, recurve. But, you know, if you're ladies, I've given several of these away. As a matter of fact, this is the last one, but there's multiple styles with this. Maybe I shouldn't say this, but I gave
Parece um
one
Power Ranger.
gave one to Lizzo's
Parece,
sister.
amor,
Hum?
essa faca parece um Power Ranger.
Power Ranger? Mas
É.
é maconha, olha.
É maconha?
É.
Buffalo Soldier. Take you. Por que todo mundo associa Bob Marley
Okay,
com
then
marijuana?
there's these Super Bitch brand.
Juanita.
This is also from the same, Wartech, Master Cutlery, M-Tech Tac Force. This one is YCS 7008PK. Wait, okay. Oh yeah, 706. This is 706. This is 7008PK. And then some of them are not branded with Super Bitch, so you have to look. And they're identical. Sometimes they don't even say, they say like Tac Force or Wartech, but same thing. Partially serrated Super Bitch. I wouldn't worry about recurves or serrations for your girlfriend. That's great for cutting cordage. They're probably not going to need to resharpen it, so you don't have to worry about the difficulty of recurves. Recurves are great because they're going to help dramatically in cutting performance, so it'll feel a lot better. It's tipped down. Again, it's nothing to write home about, but that alone might get them interested in wanting to carry that. So I've gifted a whole bunch of these. These are just what's left. Okay, here's this one's slightly confusing because it's a Wartech, but it's got the SB, the like Superman or Diamond Super Bitch. Of course, you got your card cutter, your thing, and it's assisted. As you can see, it didn't work too well there. There we go. It's a little better. It's assisted, but thumb stud, no flipper. But this, you can market them as, hey, strap cutter, a glass breaker, carry that in your car. So that's another good thing about these gas station knives that we might laugh at, but it might help convince them. Here's more super. Oh, sorry. This one was the YC 7007 PK. Okay. This one is the 7006 PK. Hold on. I thought this was. Wait. Yeah, see, that's confusing. 7006. Oh, this is 7006 PK. This is 7006 MPK. I guess the M is marijuana. So let's see.
Hey, Winchester.
Yep,
Hey, Todd.
that's right.
Hey,
They are the same
JP.
knife. Never mind. This one's the MPK. This is just the PK.
Ah, são praticamente iguais, só que uma é metálica.
Same.
Ah.
Uma. Okay, so check it out. Here are the differences.
Os Power Rangers.
If the women don't like curved phallic items, then they're going to be celibate. So there you go. Matt, are you talking about my Instagram? Is Hollywood Tactical? Okay, yeah. So they are the same. So if they're more into the marijuana theme, I guess you can go with the Wartech with the marijuana theme, or this is the Super Bitch with its written Super Bitch, but looks like otherwise everything's the same. And they do have the same serial number, except this is the MPK and this is the PK. So, and they're assisted thumb stud. Oh, look at that. This one has a flipper as well. So this one doesn't. So there's another difference. That's interesting. I never sat here comparing these. And let me not get them confused. Which one goes where? Son of a bitch. Okay, yeah, I remember now.
Olha a
Sorry, I don't
boquinha
want to mix up
azul.
the boxes. Okay, so there's that. There's that. Yeah, there's. I already showed that. I already showed that one. Okay. I think this is the last one, Super Bits. This one is 7014 PK.
A
I
minha,
mean, that's an
my
awful,
knife.
awful
Ah,
pocket kit. However, girls have very small pockets, so it might actually work for them. Although this is going to be painful, the glass breaker and the thing. It is a flipper. It
uau.
also says Super Bitch, partially serrated. Strange guard here because had they left that out, it looks like there would have been enough room for a forward finger choil. So
Beautiful,
there's
beautiful.
that. Looks like the thumb stud works fine too. So yeah, I mean, obviously these are not high quality items. Uh, they're not priced that way either. But again, I've given these out. Um, they always love them. So
Amor, essa faca brilha. É incrível.
brilha, sim, é
Brilha
metal.
bastante. É, parece comigo. Nasceu para brilhar.
Idiota. Oh wait, there's another one. Okay, so this one is 7018 PK. Again, it's the Super Bitch. Once again, the strap cutter, the glass breaker. And this one's just more mellow, looks like, but it's still the Super Bitch. 1065 surgical steel, whatever that means. Yeah, I have 1065. Is that a real number? Tip down. Tip down's not the end of the world for non-knife people. Sometimes it's a little bit more intuitive for them. So it's also safer because when you put it down, and if it does deploy a little bit, they'll still be going down the pocket this way instead of if it's tip up and it deploys slightly, they can cut themselves. So for beginners, tip down is not so terrible. And, all of them used to be tip down initially. My first modern was tip down. Okay, so those are the Super Bitch knives. Let me go ahead and stack them all this way again so that you can see all of them.
Nossa, eu vou roubar essa coleção toda para mim.
Okay.
Dia. One day.
Okay, so can you see all those? You've got YCS 7008 PK, YCS 7006 PK, YCS 7018 PK, YCS 7014 PK, YCS 7006 MPK, YCS 7007 PK. So those are the ones that I know of. There are, a couple others, but I've gifted them already. So, okay, let's see. Hey, Todd, thanks for joining. Seatbelt cutters at the end? Yeah, some of them do, some of them don't. HRC curved or pliable rubber? That is the question. HRC. So like HRC, like hardness? Oh, I see. Curved or pliable. Yeah. But we can get some into your hands somehow. Yes, please. I love handcrafted things. Small pockets looks keister. You know what? I hope I don't have this on. Oh, damn it. No wonder I'm missing chats. I had it on top chat. I'm sorry, guys. I was wondering why they seem so few and far between. Okay. Like Essie, yeah, I called you on Instagram for Pocket Check today. What were you carrying? Oh, Goondock, sorry about that. I need to log back in. We beefed all week and she changed the password on me. It fucking locked me out. So my Pocket Check today was the Gonzo 7601. Was this? I've been EDCing this every day lately just because I remember how much I like it. And I always carry cheap knives. I don't want to lose an expensive one. Let's see. Yeah, and my PF knives can be middle finger. Oh, your petrified flip. Okay. Yes, my mistake. And you can pretend they are frame locks, very skinny frame locks. Okay. How's them spikes coming? Oh, yeah. Jan, weren't you going to make those Tuya wood? Anyway, are you anti-frame lock? Yeah, absolutely. I do not understand frame locks. I do not understand them at all. Need another coffee at 6:15. Oh, yeah, get some coffee. If not, Dagger Vendetta is sweet. Oh, yeah, Goondocks, I still need to check out your Dagger video. I saw you posted. I just haven't gotten around to it. And I was really looking forward to it, too. Hot, a solid half dozen finished. Gave one away. Been carrying a couple different ones in rotation. Good sizes. One's out of walnut, the rest Osage orange. Okay. I'm just gonna want to see. Oh, I see. Okay, Matt was talking about JN. Yeah, I don't know how later the ladies don't like Kerfell. Like items. Okay, and there he is. 986666666. Okay. I do not have Instagram. Okay. These spuckers out there. Trusty curved with pliable rubber. Get some deer hand somehow. I love handcrafted things. Small pockets looks keys to. Yeah, how do we get in touch with you, JN, for those? I guess they're spikes, right? A real man keisters openly, so you are ready at a moment's notice. Oh my God! Let me tell you stories about that. But anyway, no, I won't. Clearly tipped down in that case. Okay, Winchester. Okay. So I'm gonna go ahead and open this OTF because I'm curious to see if it has anything like the action of the capsule. So let me get my unboxing knife. Ta-da! Ooh, whoa! The Boker Excalibur, and I'm not sure how I want to do this. Wow, look at Camillus. This is how they keep their prices so cheap. Even their clam pack is cheap. You know how usually clam packs are impossible to open? Okay, it's big and beefy. And, ooh, action is super gritty. So it's definitely the opposite of this. This is smooth and silky. Although we shouldn't be surprised. Kershaw is a significant step up from Camillus's. But this forward choil here is not bad. It gives you good indexing. Pretty bad fit and finish, but it's not uncomfortable. This is rubber here. And Camillus, they always do that, Camillus, they always do that titanium coated. I don't know what that's supposed to mean. It's blocky, a little bit wide in the hand. I think hard use. Surprisingly, well, there's pretty decent blade play, which, is to be expected with OTFs. But I mean, maybe it's about the same. That's pretty standard though, so I was hoping if it was smooth enough to. I wonder if you could just like buff that out and get it really nice and smooth. Yeah, what do you guys think about that? Gosh.
Amor, para.
What do you guys think about that action? I'm building up my jack-off muscles.
Safadinho. Isso parece um estilete.
Sim. I mean, it is one-handed opening and closing, though. So I was expecting it to be a lot shittier than this. I mean, I don't remember how much it was. It was, I think, under $20. It was probably like $18, I think.
It's hot.
Okay, so here it's all metal. So this is, as you can see, the layers there, all stainless steel. And then this is rubber here. So that's rubber, and it's grippy, comfortable rubber too. Although it's so blocky that I think any amount of hard use would get pretty tiring. Although, and also like your fingers will go into there. So it's not very good ergos. It's too tall, you know, um, and yeah, it doesn't have great ergos. Although that is a smart move to give it some indexing, so which way is up, as it were, right? So that's not too bad, and it's definitely a finger guard, keep you from your hand going up on the blade and slicing your finger open. Sounds like it was assembled on a beach. Yeah, indeed. It's really not so great. So you could knife on one end and drop down on the skull with the other end. I mean, yeah, this is definitely all metal, and also it's heavy as fuck. Oh my god, it's OS 8 steel. That's fucking shocking. Yeah, notice they don't say the way. Oh yeah, it's been around for 130 years. 1876. Camillus cutlery. So quality knives since 1876. I wouldn't say so. Not lately. But I knew what to expect. See, it's always this carbon nitride titanium, up to 10 times harder than untreated steel. Blade stays sharper longer. I seriously doubt all of that. I don't buy any of that. I don't think that. I think all that's meaningless. Yeah. So here's caring for your camel. Unparalleled. Yeah, this is just all marketing and warranty. And here's the sheath. That's interesting. Guess like that. Nah, it's not going to go in that way because it gets stuck. So, and obviously, definitely I'm going to go in this way because then you'll kill yourself. Yeah. So it looks like it only goes in this way. So if you're going to wear that on your pocket and you're right-handed, you're going to pull it out. See, that doesn't even make sense. Then you got to flip it around. So that's, there's no other way to do it. I mean, and unless you wanted to sort of bend that, I guess you could put it in this way, and then, when you're pulling it out, anyway, so that's how it's stored. Okay. I've got more stuff to unbox. Let me see. Where are we at here? You had a Camillus that had a spike on it. I wonder what that was. Seems like a cool idea. I'm going to buy that OTF. Where did you acquire it? I'm pretty sure I got it on SMKW. It was probably like $18, I think. It's probably also available at Blade HQ. I mean, I could look if you want. It's called the Slyder. Although I would recommend this over that. This has way better action. Okay, it's $20 on Blade HQ, or $21. I think it's the same on SMKW. Okay, I may have been wrong. I must have gotten it on Blade HQ then, because I don't see it on SMKW right now. But you could probably look on Amazon too. They might even have it for $1 cheaper or something. But yeah, I might have. I think I might have paid for it. I'm not sure. Anyway, so it is what it is. It's if I could get the action better, like if I could buff it out and it could sort of become a gravity knife, that would be fun. But I don't know if it'll ever get to that point. Let's see if this doesn't either. And they probably did that on purpose, I mean, this you could, once you get it going, you can kind of flick it. Let's see, how about this? Sorta not. Obviously you're going to have a partially serrated, so there's that too. Yeah, it's inexpensive. I get I got this purely just for the novelty factor, and also to demonstrate that not all OTFs are automatics, right? Just like not all autos are side opening. Real quick, I think I'm running out of time. Real quick, guys, I just wanted to show you. So you've got your EAB, they call it the EAB pocket knife, but it's your utility clip folding utility knife. And then they have the EAB Lite clip folding utility knife. Okay. They use the same blades. I used to EDC this like crazy, and then I fucking lost it. So it fell out of my fifth pocket, which is FYI, I don't find my body doesn't allow fifth pocket carry, because when I sit down, it starts riding up sideways because the crease of where my hip is, and eventually it fall out. So I've lost a lot of knives that way. So, but what I couldn't understand is the EAB LITE, meaning it should be lighter. It's not listed here. It's actually the exact same weight. So this is weight 2.4 ounces. This is also 2.4 ounces. So I was like, well, why is, what's the difference? What they did was, if you can see, when you close this stays one horizontal piece. This one flares out slightly. So the point being, it's slightly more ergodynamic. You see, they give you a little bit more of a finger guard there. So the AB Lite, they basically upgraded this and then put some slots in it, weight relief, so that it's still the same weight, but better ergonomics, more material, taller in the hand. So this is more ergonomic, just so you know. But to me, I like this one better because it actually looks more, it doesn't look like anything. These slots kind of give it a tactical look, like it looks like something, whereas this looks like nothing, if that makes any sense at all. It catches the eye more, and then I was going to unbox this. This was like a free gift from Knife Center. And, yeah, old timer. I wanted to open these cards. And then also I've got more of these things to open up. And then the Pocket Samurai. So these are the things I still have to open up. But I think I took too long with all the other stuff. So I think I'm running out of time. Where are we at with the comments? All right, let me catch up here. Let's see.
Eita.
Fell, I'm about to drop 150 on disc plates. Christmas sucks. On dish plates. Are you serious? I just fucking get some paper plates. I don't know, man. I would just protest. I'd be like, lady, you can leave. Okay, what design? It may suck, but I will have it. Yeah. No, I'm not telling you not to get it. I got it knowing that I wasn't expecting it to be amazing. But I kind of like it. It's something different. It's novelty. It's a different form of fidget. Because if you get sick of fidgeting the same kind of knife over and over again with the thumb stud, it gives you a different kind of fidget. Like this has been giving me a different kind of fidget, and I've been enjoying it. And the fact that this comes in a sheath, sometimes, man, I just get sick of having stuff in my pockets, and I just want them all on my belt. So I've got a Mikasa Ackerman, The Promised Neverland, a couple Demon Slayers, and Nana band picture. They're all anime manga. Okay, fella, I'm about to drop 150 on displates. I thought you meant dish plates, but are you referring to some sort of anime thing? Because you said here, let's see, hold on. I've got a Mikasa Ackerman, The Promised Neverland, a couple of Demon Slayers, and Nana band picture. They're all anime manga. So you're buying like vintage manga or something? Okay, well, if it makes you smile, then it's a good Christmas. When you buy 5, you'll get 41% off. They went from 44 to 25, but shipping is not free. Okay, I guess you're talking about a manga, an anime. They're not for me. Oh, they're for your kid. Yeah. Okay. I'm sorry to talk about me, but if you have 6 minutes to spend, just look at my last video. I need help. Thank you, guys. Okay. Which is then Christmas sucks. Shipping should be free for those things. That'll be in an upcoming video. I bought some stuff from BattleBox, and they fucking hosed me on the shipping. I mean, I hesitated. I went ahead with it anyway. Okay, open the Pocket Samurai. All right. Gerber makes some good products. Unfortunately, they have a lot of catching up to do with knives. Yeah, they're high quality metal print magnetic posters. Okay, displays are metal posters. Well, thank you for telling me that. I learn something new every day. I had no idea that's what they were called. Wow, you must really be into anime. Sorry, I mean, don't get me wrong. I know I'm sort of teasing, because don't get me wrong, I was too. I haven't been into anime in a while. Just hasn't really interested me. I thought Death Note was well written. I'm sure there's lots of other good anime, but yeah, I haven't been into it in a while. Just more into movies lately and stuff. So, oh yeah, you want the Pocket Samurai. So here we go. Here's what it looks like. Wow, everything's in millimeters. Go figure. Push outward to close blade. 440C. Wow, that's not bad. Aircraft aluminum. Pocket clip in rear. Blade is extremely sharp. So stat gear tools. PKTAL and then PRPL. So that must be for purple. And it's just a lot smaller than I expected. I mean, don't get me wrong. I knew it would be small. With these small knives, I can never tell. It's got a pocket clip too. So let's go ahead and take a look and see. Zumbi, está lá?
Oi, acho que eu tô. Eu tô te escutando. Eu tô descansando, minha beleza.
Você é cansado?
Eu sou, amor. Já é 2h45 da manhã. Ai, com sono. Ah, tapa na cara pra ver se acorda.
Olha.
Nossa.
So there's the pocket clip. Probably a better keychain knife. Let's see. Ooh, it's really small. Action isn't super smooth. Might need to break in some. Let's see, what does the centering look like? Centering is right on, surprisingly. Looks like they're bronze phosphor washers, so that might just have to break in some. I'm going to make sure not to oil it just yet till it breaks in. Yeah, it's not snapping out. Yeah. It might be too light, I don't know if I'm a little disappointed. I don't know why I thought it would snap out. Oh, I guess it kind of does. It sort of does. It might need a stronger detent, but it's just so small. It's impossible to hold. Yeah, it's just really hard to hold. It's nearly impossible to hold. Yeah, I don't know. I got this early on just because, I got it really pretty close after they finished their the little anyway, it was kind of all the rage at the time. I got this so long ago. I still haven't opened it all this time, and yeah, a little disappointed. I mean, I like the color, I like the size. It's got that cool American Tonto style blade. You know, is it compound grind? No, it's not. It's wait a second. It might actually be a compound grind. I can't really tell. I think it's hollow, and then I think the front might actually be flat. However, didn't I unbox another knife that? What did I already put it away? Oh, it was the tuna fire, wasn't it? Yeah. So this is what I mean. Oftentimes, the angle of the front of the American style Tonto is very steep. So if you're using that front part, you have to come down at kind of a big angle. That's what I like about the tuna fire. It's a less steep angle. So anyway, I feel like this is more user friendly. Anyway, for what that's worth, yeah, I can just barely get this open. I don't know how you're supposed to use this knife.
Boa. Será que corta bem?
It is slowly breaking in, as you can see. I can flick it open now, so definitely some break-in to be done. Okay, it's opening now. It's just so tiny, which is not a complaint because that's what it is. It's a tiny keychain knife, which is what I got it for. I got it for the color too, and just how cute it is. But look, I mean, it's the same length.
Japanese. Yeah.
Yeah, it's more or less the same. Yeah, it's just about the same. So as you can see, this is going to be even more portable than this. So this might be my new PJ carry. I'm also probably just going to put it on a keychain or a lanyard too. So I'm not sure yet about that. But it does have a pocket clip. It's got a robust keychain ring too. So although it would be a shame to get that nice purple all scratched all the shit. So I think I might not put it on my keychain. I have plenty of other keychain knives. Okay, aluminum handles and 440 blade keychain. Yeah, that's awesome. Yeah, the kids love it, and they're not asking for any big ticket items, so I'm hooking them up with a bunch of small price dope stuff. To me, 150 is a lot, Winchester. that's a fucking lot. Death Note was very well written, in my opinion, convoluted and constrained by the rules of the note. Yeah. It's just clever as hell, I feel like Charlie Brown right now. They're making me keister the tax. Oof. Why Charlie Brown? Because Charlie Brown's always getting screwed over. Loosen the pivot just a tiny bit. Nah, not yet. Because the centering's perfect. So I do not want to fuck around with the pivot. And I'm gonna wait till it breaks in, which it looks like it's doing. So I think I'm gonna leave it for now. I don't want to, ain't broke till it. Don't fix it till it's broke or whatever. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. There we go. Loosen the pivot just a tiny bit. Taxes are one thing a person shouldn't have to keister. Cool little knife to put in an Altoids tin survival kit. Exactly. That's yet another thing. Why? If you guys haven't noticed, I have a number of sub collections, right? One of the sub collections is tiny knives, tiny unusable knives like micro knives, and then tiny knives that are pretty useful. Like this is pretty useful. And what's impressive about this is as small as it is, that's quite a lot of knife for something just minuscule. I mean, like you said, this easily fits into an Altoid tin. Speaking of, guys, if you don't have this yet, don't forget to pick this up. So for some reason, CRKT, this is something that's weird. I like CRKT's originality and novelty, but they keep fucking discontinuing stuff that's really popular and really clever and really novel. And it's a fine line, the fine line between novelty and gimmick. You know what I mean? Like Genius and Madness. So this is the RSK Mark V. This is the original CRKT version. I also have the new Doug Ritter version because when it came out, I was afraid it would disappear again, so I just bought it right away because I wanted. So this is the the stonewashed one, and they also had a black one, and I didn't get the black one. So when the new one came out, I went ahead and get the black one. So this is the ultimate Altoid tin knife, right? So it's a brilliant knife. It's 5CR13, so 440C probably outdoes 5CR. Just pin constructions on this thing. It's got this silly lanyard, but again, you can use this as a neck lanyard if you're in a survival situation. But this is the ultimate. Is it me or is that the fuck? What the hell's wrong with me? Am I tripping? Oh, there we go. Good retention. Anyway, out of all Altoid tin knives, this is the greatest Altoid tin knife. And as you can see, it fits great. Even the capsule will fit in there. So even the capsule will fit in there. So this is what I like about, of course, I have the Micro Recon, both the American Tonto and the Drop Point. Right, these fit in there. That's why I have all these. I have all these. This is the tiny little. Isso é de Portugal, de Mami.
Sério?
Amy de Portugal. So this is the Portuguese company. Again, over 100 years old. They're sort of the Portuguese version of Opinel, with a little leather thing here. So all of these would fit in an Altoids tin. So, Rough Rider toothpick, this little OTF thing that I showed you earlier, a mini, this was a gimmick. I had one of these as a kid, so I just had to get it, it's a mini Balisong. I had one of those as a kid on my keychain, like in elementary school. Had one of those little mini keychain switchblades too that I fucking loved. This is sort of like a survival gear. It's got a carabiner, a light, screwdriver, and nail nick, barely usable blade. But anyway, obviously all this stuff will fit in an Altoid tin as well. So that became like a mini obsession, not obsession, but like collecting gear that can fit in here. And I haven't actually put them in, nor am I necessarily going to, but that's the goal. Like if it fits in an Altoids tin, that means it's small. That sounded like, I realize that might sound like a, what do you call those? Tautology. If it fits in an Altoid tin, it's small, but that's the point. Like trying to find stuff that is, I call this micro EDC. So okay, original Tonto blade has a belly. American Tonto does not. Correct. Original Tonto equals Japanese, right? The Kaiser Domen is a blade that's like a Japanese Tonto, and a drop point had a baby. American Tonto is a creation of Cold Steel. As I understand it, that's correct. I didn't read the Death Note manga. I saw the anime. I like how they continue the story into the credits. I don't remember that part. Oh, every credit. Yeah, that was very original. I like that. That's a cool little knife. For what that knife can do, I'd almost rather have a folding knife with a good handle I can grab onto. Oh, you think so? I mean, his point is he doesn't want a folding knife, right? So, he wants a literal fixed blade knife without any weakness, right? Like theoretically, you could baton, tiny little sticks with that. You would just, I'm sure you would eventually destroy this thing if you tried to baton with it. Eventually, something would break in there. It's just too small, So I hear what you're saying, but I think this was the idea that you can feather stick with this. It's got a very high flat grind. I think his idea, which I think is clever, is what is the absolute smallest fixed blade, most portable fixed blade, and I would say this RSK, Mark V is probably the smallest, usable, most portable fixed blade out there, probably, because it's purpose designed for that. Let's see. Okay, I didn't read it either. Just watch the anime too, but not the movie. Got any keys on there? No, that's just a keychain where I put it all on there. On a keychain? Are you crazy? Keys? What for? Not to girly it up, but there's an anime titled Violet Evergarden. Made me ugly cry like a bee. Oh, cool! Thanks for the suggestion, Violet Evergarden. Okay, I'll look that up. I like stuff to cry. This anime is really great. I loved seeing it. Oh, you saw it too. Cool. Yep, watch that series too, along with the movies. Really well done series. Cool. Wow, all of you guys are into anime, huh? Well, Winchester, I pretty much cry a little every time I watch Princess Mononoke. Princess Mononoke is astounding. I believe he made Princess Mononoke. I believe he made that after the invasions in Iraq, because he was like, we live in a dark world. I can't make cutesy little girly stuff anymore. That's crazy that folks can carry so much on a keychain. I bought a key bar instead. Okay, I don't even like my keys jiggling. I agree. Okay, I have. Where's my keychain's over here hanging by the door. Just a second. So I have this thing. It's the key carabiner. It's like a key bar, except it's a carabiner as well as theoretically a multi-tool. I mean, it's questionable how much use you can get out of that, and it works like a key bar, but it's not a key bar. And what's interesting is, people are like, oh, don't buy China knives, blah, 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 blah. I got this off of Bud K back in the day, and it turns out, I found out years later, it's a ripoff of, some name brand that first came up with this. No one sits here and tells you, oh, don't buy from Bud K. 100% of their stuff's from China, and a lot of it's ripped off. So, I don't know. I just think there's lots of, not a lot of deep thought into, like, don't buy Chinese knives. Ever heard of, was it on Netflix? I've heard of that. Was it on Netflix? I only ever almost cried at one movie. It's a Beautiful Life. Yeah, sure. I just had my first son when I saw that. You need to watch Korean movies, Matt. Check out the Korean movie called Sad Movie. Also check out the Korean movie A Moment to Remember and the classic. I don't know. All those are good. Most Korean stuff is bad. Okay?
Você tá falando de quê? De anime?
O filme coreano. I'm glad I can be myself here in the late hours of the night. Cool, Winchester. Wonder if one of those cold steel tough light knives would fit that tin. Okay. The cold steel. Hold on. Okay, so the mini Tough Light will fit. The regular Tough Light will fit, But as you can see, it kind of becomes pointless. I mean, you'd have to just fit like a couple Band-Aids. Guys, just so you know, yes, that's a tampon. Guys, if you do not have a tampon in your Altoids tin kit or just your survival or even EDC, you're tripping. You're like, ew, tampons? Remember, guys, tampons, I've mentioned this in other live casts. Tampons were invented in World War I for bullet wounds. It was later that they remarketed civilians for women. And then later on, they found out about toxic shock syndrome. So wasn't that great of an adaptation. Wasn't meant for long-term use. But yeah, dense blood-soaking cotton is what this is. We used tampons in wrestling for stopping nosebleeds. They take those first aid shears and they cut these up into little pieces and just jam those up into your nose so you can keep going. So as you can see, so here's some Band-Aids. I mean, you're not going to fit much else in there, right? So the mini Tough Lite is much more realistic. I'll show you a size comparison between the micro Recon and the mini Tough Lite. As you can see, it's a lot smaller. So as you can see, you get considerably more room if you use a micro Recon. And I think, Todd, you were saying you'd probably rather have something like that than this, but as you can see, that profile is very small. And as you can see, you're not getting much more, right? You're getting just a little bit more handle, not a lot, not a lot more handle. You got more belly on the RSK. You've got a little bit more blade. You're getting marginally more, see the difference in thickness? Look at that. So space saving wise, I would say this is definitely a better way to go. Compare it to the the mini Tough Lite. Obviously, this is practically a full thing. The ergos on the mini Tough Lite are astounding. How they're able to get so much out of something so small. They have a winning formula with the Tough Lite series. This is such a small knife. It's a full finger, full size knife basically, and this is practically a full size knife. So, okay, yeah, sad movie. Okay, hold on. Okay. And that it's early morning here. That's where I saw it. Overlord was one of my favorite animes. I've heard of it. I don't have Netflix anymore, but I download a lot of torrents. Yeah. I had it in my list, but never pulled the trigger. Choice paralysis. I know. I can post a site for anime if you want, guys. Yeah, sure. And also put it in the comments afterwards if you get around to it. There's another show titled Teasing Master Tagaki-san. That's pretty cool too. It doesn't make you cry, but it's a nice story. If you don't mind watching a couple of middle school kids fall in love. Oh, it's cute. I'll check out those Hollywood movies. Sad movie. Yeah, sad movie. A Moment to Remember. I'll type it in here. Let me see. I'll type it in here. I mean, that'll get you started. Once you see those, you can also just Google like sad Korean movies, and Korean movies are generally sad. Actually, if you watch the movie The Classic, they go into why Koreans have an obsession with sad movies. You're not talking to the EU crowd here. You're not talking to the ew crowd here, Hollywood. The tampon is for when the keister's going. What goes wrong? Okay, hold on. Oh, God, it goes wrong. Tampons are the best use to stop bullet injuries, right? Yeah, we keister things here. Tampons ain't nothing. Oh, Jesus Christ. Some of November victims' parents are saved with that. Oh, interesting. We used to use them too. The boys were like, that's gay. I tell them they were the ones bleeding. Spyderco McBee would do okay in there. I agree. I love the Spyderco McBee. I'd love to get my hands on it. It's so overpriced. I'm not saying it's not worth it, but I mean, it's about the same size as this. It's probably not any sturdier. It'll probably have better edge retention. I think it's VG10. This is what OS 8, I think. But, never mind. I'm sorry. This is 4034. At any rate, yeah, it's a higher quality steel, probably better fit and finish. But when it comes to small knives, so long as the action's good enough that it works, you have a diminishing rate of return because you can't hard use the shit out of something that small. I mean, unlike this, you kind of can, but again, that's a different story. It's cold steel. You kind of can get away with some good hard use. But yeah. Let's see. My tiny fixed knife is a CRKT Carson. Yeah, I've in my EDC pouch. Time to make another coffee. Yeah, Korean movies. Okay, there we go. There's some great anime coming out of South Korea right now. Yeah, copied and pasted. Okay, I don't see CTS XHP. Yeah, they really ran out. The McBee isn't CTS XHP. Wow, that's impressive. Although, are you gonna really get to see how good CTS XHP you're gonna get out of a knife blade that's that big? I mean, it'd be hard use the shit out of it. You know what I mean? I wonder. I'm not saying you can't. I certainly wouldn't know one way or the other. But in terms of the small fixed blades, I mean, that's also why I get neck knives. I really like this that I unboxed the other day, the Condor Gladius, the CRKT. I don't have the Carson yet, but obviously the Minimalist and D2. I really like the CRKT. This is the carbine. This is a sweet little 3-finger knife. Let's see that just barely doesn't fit. Anyway, yeah, this is a tiny little fixed blade. I like neck knives, honestly. I've definitely EDC'd neck knives. The fuck is wrong with me? Why can't I ever get this right? Got a nice positive snap. Oh, yay! Okay, one of my original neck knives was the Boker. That'll clearly fit in there, right? That's right along there. What did I drop? Oh, I dropped my Becker Necker. That's an LMAX. It's about a $90-$100 knife. I got it for $50. It's got a blemish. See, it's got a little tiny blemish on the handle there. I'm glad I went to Blade Show and got that. Oh.
Sure.
Of course, the Artisan Sea Snake is genius. I mean, that is a full-size knife. Handle. It's a full-size handle, anyway. Where did I put the other? Anyway, so yeah, there's plenty of ones like the Carson. I do want to get the Carson. I think I probably will soon. Oh, okay. I think I'm caught up. Okay, how long has it been? Already hour and 26 minutes. Ei, zumbi! Você é sem câmera. Isso é
É,
insuportável. Para isso.
amor, porque você tá
Zumbi,
demorando muito.
você dorme?
Sim, porque você demora bastante. Eu não entendo nada que você fala. Eu
Ah,
já disse. Hum.
você quer
Nossa, olha a
dormir?
cara que você me põe. Hã?
Você quer dormir?
Eu quero.
Tá. Eu termino, tá?
Tá bom.
Okay.
Eu quero ver
All
filme.
right. Tá. Okay. If there's nothing else, I think I'll do more the rest of the unboxings next time. If there isn't anything else.
Te quero, rumba. Eu gosto muito dessa caixinha.
Essa,
É. Foi uma edição limitada? O que que foi? Por que que eles não mandam mais caixinhas assim?
sabe? Isso é conheço Altoides. Altoides, isso é mente? Como se diz? Para quando respirar, para cheiroso.
Ah, tá. Ah, sei. É tipo Vicky Vaporub.
Uh, eu tenho caixa aonde, mas aí não lembro aonde. É
No
aqui.
quarto do meu pai tem um monte de latinhas assim, essas caixinhas.
Não sou certo, né? Não
Uhum.
lembro. Mas é
Eles
aqui.
também, eles também
É, é, é,
costumam botar
é
balinha,
exato esse caixa é exato como essas. Como se diz isso?
balinhas e pasta de.
Sim.
Tem gente que
Have a
bota
couple.
até fumo.
Todd neck knives that don't use them that way. Usually on belt or in pocket if I carry them at all. I do both. Yeah. I neck carry them. Oftentimes I've been appendix carrying them. Tune in next time as we witness the continued unboxing of Hollywood. I know. Todd, you were going to try and paste a link to an anime website. If you could still do that. Also, do you know where I can watch the original Gundam series? You know, I watched them as a kid, and I kind of just out of nostalgia want to see if I can find it. I know that CBS owns them now because they own that big anime company, but I don't want to pay for a subscription. I'm sorry. I know that's not right, but I just, we should pay for what we watch, but, I'll worry about that when I'm rich. I got too many knives and shit and stuff to waste my money on.
Mariana. Good night.
Eu espero para Todd, ele vai postar o link para anime.
Ah, tá. I like anime. Churato. Tell me. Eu só gosto de anime clássico. Evangelion. Yu Yu Hakusho. Você já assistiu, amor, Yu Yu Hakusho?
Não conheço.
Nossa,
Que é
que
isso?
tipo de coreano você é?
É coreano?
Não, amor, mas porque fica na Ásia. Tô brincando. Death
Yeah, I'm
Note.
going to be wrapping things up. Every Gundam series is on there. Okay, Todd, I don't see any link that you're posting. It might be blocking it. Can you try putting weird spaces in so that it doesn't think that it's um, so that it doesn't think that it's a link? I don't know how to. Let me see if manage moderators here. Let me see if I can make you a moderator.
Te quero, rumba, te quero.
Oh God, I don't think I know how to do this.
Quê?
Oh, put the channel URL. Yeah, I'm not gonna be able to do this right now. Let's see. Type dot in the .com. Yeah. Have you something else than knives in your room? No. No.
Carlinhos.
No, I don't.
Carlinho. Por que Carlinho? Charlinho, Carlinho.
Eu sou Carlinho, claro.
Carlinho Jesus.
Yeah, Todd. If you could try that every Gundam suit, man, I'm gonna start watching that tonight, fool. Shut up.
What the hell?
Curious.
Essa falar palavrão.
Even this, I think, would fit in there. Yep. So this is Mantis knives. It's got the calipers there. Sort of odd little sheep's foot there. Frame lock.
Carlinho de Jesus.
Carlinhos
de Jesus.
Deixa eu sei.
Sim, seu professor, não é?
Anime with .to ending. Thank you. Very good. That works. Okay. Thank you for posting that. And okay, so if there's nothing else, I'll finish these unboxings next time, and we can chat some more then. Also, look for the 24-hour live. I'm sure you guys know about that already. That'll be coming up. I'm going to be at 3 a.m. Eastern, 6 a.m. 6 a.m. Eastern, 3 a.m. Pacific. Just so you know.
A gente só volta agora no Knife Lives? É?
Eu? Sim.
Então a gente não vai gravar nem amanhã, nem depois e nem depois?
Yeah, that's why I never got into Naruto. I kind of want to because some of my students are really into it, and I want to be able to kind of vibe with them, but I don't think I can handle 1,000 friggin' things, and it gets so many cultural references. I mean, people are obsessed by Naruto. It's just not on my radar enough, honestly. It's not clicking for me personally. So this is nothing but keychain carry. So I just put all of my not all, excuse me, some of my keychain carry here. Wondering if I should add that to it. Probably not. As a matter of fact, no, I won't. I don't want it to get all scratched up.
Keep on trying. Dragon Ball Z.
Okay, let's see.
O perigo e o caos.
My guess pretty much has every anime ever made, even stuff from the 70s. Wow. Ronin Warriors will literally want to watch an original Dragon Ball Z. Cool. Hook up. Hook that up to a short pole, and you got yourself a nice flail. Which one? This? Or my whole keychain. Yeah, no. I watched the entire Bleach anime on there, even the original Transformers anime. Oh God, I love the original Transformers. My guess is I am planning on having my high school buddy on as my guest, not another knife channel. He's a pastor. I'm probably gonna have him on. Trying to introduce you guys to some more like, I guess, radical type stuff, you know. something that is very pressing at the time. Hopefully, I can imagine a lot of people may not like it, but it's ultimately one of the directions I want to take my channel. B, what I have to contribute to the knife community is at most cosmetic, superficial differences. I don't have anything incredibly radical to add to the community. I have my own sort of unique idiosyncrasies as to what I like to collect, my perspective on things, which is just marginally, at most, different than other people, in a very marginal way. Not something radical and mind-blowing, but hopefully I can answer all of the bigger picture questions that are super pressing for our time, that's frankly causing a lot of anxiety for people. Quite a lot, I would say. People are angry, confused, upset, and they want answers, and they've been deprived. They're like abused children, we've been deprived of necessary vitamins and minerals, and as a result, our souls are hurting, are in decay, and it's not at all fun. No one's having a lot of fun these days. So hopefully, as a kind of curative, I don't know if you guys can even hear me anymore, but yeah, that's what I'm gonna hopefully address, more of the issues surrounding, if you will, like spiritual emptiness, that spiritual vacuum, the deep existential pain that we experience, and if we don't know we're experiencing it, it's a tragedy. Okay, X-nay on the Easter K talk then, huh? No. Oh my God, no. This is my homeboy that I grew up with. Trust me, he and I. Trust me, we talk all about the keister. Trust me, he loves that kind of humor. So no, it's nothing like that at all. Definitely not. You can be as, bro, my channel by now. You and Winchester, you guys say every kind of nasty ass little thing, and I am not a moralist, please. I was a big Vegeta stan. Too bad Goku is a GD plot machine, and my dude never got his time to shine the way the true king of science would have. Okay, Winchester. Okay, they all have the Dragon Ball episode from the original, current ones, and movies that weren't aired in America. Cool. Okay, Winchester. My favorite fucking all-time comedy thing on YouTube. I don't even watch Dragon Ball, okay? But Dragon Ball Z. Okay, look up Dragon Ball V. Here it is. Okay, I'm gonna post this. I hope it'll let. I'm the thing, so it should let me post links, right? Oh, you know what would be even cooler is on StreamYard. Can't I play? Let me see if it'll let me do this. Yeah, it does. Okay. They all have the drug. Okay. As long as we don't get a dude on dude keister, I'm good. I know. I don't need to see that either. See if you guys can see this link. How do people screen share on this? Let me see if I can do it.
A mulher do Todd.
Oh, share screen. Here we go. Screen sharing easy with 2 monitors. Oh, fuck. I'd have to hook up another monitor. Okay, I guess I'm going to have to do that. Fucking hell. Sorry, I should have figured this out first. If you don't see Dragon Ball, you missed a great part of it. Look, that's why I want to see Dragon Ball, and I want to see Gundam and Naruto. So I definitely do want to see Dragon Ball. I realize there's just ever watch Blue versus Red? I've heard of it. I had a friend who was making some of the episodes too. So it's that user created thing. I've seen some of it. It's fucking funny. My wife used to call Dragon Ball the Scream of the Show. Yeah, when I was young and Dragon Ball was huge, I just couldn't get into it. It's just everyone's screaming all the time. I'm just like, the fuck are they spazzing out for fuck's sake?
Você nunca assistiu Dragon Ball, amor?
Eu nunca viu. Você?
Nossa, eu já vi, revi 300 vezes.
Nossa, sério?
Eu amo Dragon Ball Z. I love. Dragon Ball Z, GT. É legal. Você tem que assistir. É bom por causa das lutas.
Let's see if I can get this. Parasite, the Maximum is pretty cool too. It's one season.
Que Naruto, assiste Pokémon. Pokémon.
A Pokémon. Digimon, sim.
Pokémon nunca acaba. Pokémon never finish. Pokémon. Ah, também tem o Parasita, daquele filme coreano que foi vencedor. Tem versão dele anime também. No Cartoon Network, yeah.
Oh, it's not working, is it?
Yeah.
Okay, Mr. Piccolo. I'm ready for my next training lesson.
All right, kid. You're gonna need to ready your throat.
What? No, Mr. Piccolo.
Don't get the wrong idea. Now, start by clearing your throat. It's clear! This next lesson is going to show you how to get the most out of your power-up. Now pay attention.
Idiota.
Wow, that was amazing! I could really hear the soul in your voice. I almost was attracted to you for a second.
All right, it's your turn, kid. I don't expect you to master it on the first try, but give it a go.
Go easy in his bitch, and you know how it goes.
Porra.
Go easy, got them hoes. How was that, Mr. Piccolo?
He sounded like an angel.
Okay, that to me is like the funniest thing ever.
Não. Muito escroto.
He said, go easy in the his bitch, and you know how it goes. Go easy, got them hoes. I got them hoes. I mean, that's just. You were saying that Pokemon is just a marketing product for Nintendo. So was Transformers. So was Digimon, was it? I think. Just lots of let's see what else was Strawberry Shortcake, GI Joe, Transformers, He-Man. He-Man was 100%
He-Man.
to market the toys. So a lot of our cartoons, hell, for that matter, Popeye was originally a spokesman for the spinach industry and their commercials, and it became so popular as a cartoon. Popeye spawned its own cartoon series, but it was originally to market canned spinach. So love the spiel with regards to Pokemon. One of the best in Parasites, Care Bears. Care Bears, yeah, exactly.
Amor, por favor, telefone no mudo.
None of that was Nintendo. Yeah, some company, some toy company. Barney, Spider-Man, Batman, every superhero. Really? Oh, well, for the comic books, right? Yeah. I mean, but the cartoons came way after the comic books, obviously. But yeah, the Pokemon TV series, I guess I'm sure it was to market the toys and to push the toys. GoBots. If you guys remember the GoBots. I'm Popeye the Sailor Man. I live in a garbage can. I turned on the heater and blew off my wiener. I never heard that one. We always did. I'm Popeye the Sailor Man. I live in a garbage can.
Sailor Man é o Popeye, né? É o Popeye?
Sim.
Ah, lógico. Você tem, mas é tipo assim.
The new He-Man Revolution on Netflix was okay. Part 1 was not great, but part 2 was good. Yeah, people. GoBots, yeah, exactly. People, there was a pretty decent response to the He-Man. I guess a lot of people really like the new. I really liked it as a kid. The thing with the lions that came together to form the robot. Fucking blanking on that. What was that? I guess the new series was people liked on Netflix. I haven't watched it yet. The one with Bono being born, number 2, was awesome as well. Okay.
Aí um filme pra gente ver hoje do He-Man na Netflix.
Thundercats, yeah, exactly. Thundercats was like
Thunderbolt.
a spin-off. It's like an attempt to. Thundercats was like an attempt to cash in on the He-Man thing, except with cats. I mean, it was the same thing. His sword grows and. They're all muscly. I don't know. It was like the 80s. They were trying to push steroids. I don't know. Remember how big steroids were back then? Sylvester Stallone. Everyone was getting pumped up, That was like a whole thing. Like super pumped, like a Dolph Lundgren, right? Dolph Lundgren sent fucking Sylvester Stallone to the emergency room, to the intensive care unit. Like if he tore his heart. Rambo is in the forest of feelings. Rambo is killing all the Care Bear cousins. Wasn't there? There's like that midnight swim show. The with all the figurines, they do all that twisted shit with the Care Bears. Fucking love that stuff. I wish my sword would grow. Yeah, they have medication for that, bro. GoBots had the worst name. Psykill, Leader One. Wow, you really remember all that shit. You're right. They did. GoBots was terrible. It was so derivative of Transformers, and it was such a pale comparison. It was really bad. Robot Chicken. That's it. What was the name of that? All the lions coming together, guys. Why am I blanking? I know you guys know it. Hold on. Lion robots. Voltron. Yeah, I guess the new Voltron was really popular or was well made. People were saying it got good press at the time. Anyway, I actually did I did a pay out here in Hollywood. You get paid for your opinions. Oh God, I shouldn't admit all this, but like most of the people lie. Like, oh yeah, I've seen it. They haven't. And I went in there and was like, oh yeah, I saw. That was great. I love that episode. Just do a quick Google search. Voltron, exactly, Voltron. I did a whole. I paid $100 to sit in a room with a bunch of other guys talking about, Voltron. Yeah, it was great. I did one for DC, all the DC animated movies. Yeah, every couple months I get paid like $100 to just sit in a room with with a bunch of people and answer a few questions. It's great. It's easy money. Easy money. Yeah, South Park, it's a mixed bag to me. I mean, I think some of it is right on. They're libertarians, so some it's like 50-50, 50% good critique. Some of it is literally just contributive of the same forms of oppression that we all know about already, and not really new territory. Edgy, although certainly DC animation is solid. I know, but Rick and Morty, I know a lot of people. I know that the showrunner's a fucking prick, by the way, but everybody knows that now. Yeah, Justin. Yeah, he's a piece of shit. But anyway, whatever. It's a good show. I get it. And I'm resentful. I feel like, anyway, it's a long story. I'll go into it. Fucking Hollywood is full of treacherous ass fucking people. No loyalty. You know what I mean? Yeah, Rick and Morty. I mean, the guy Justin, if you're curious how he got started, look up how he got started. Justin got started making a cartoon about Bill Cosby, and Bill Cosby keeps cloning himself, and each Cosby comes out more and more genetically mutated and more like retarded and fucked up, and then and they're like, well, we need to pull the plug on this because each Cosby gets worse and worse. And then, like, they're about to stop. They're like, no, don't. And it's like Cosby from the future comes. He's like, every 10th Cosby clone turns out to be like super genius. So you got to keep it going. And he got a shitload of cease and desist orders from the Bill Cosby estate. And in the end, he won because he was like, listen, I'm not making any fucking money off this. I can do whatever I want as a work of art. So fuck you. And they couldn't do anything about it. What are they going to do? Sue him for the money he made off it? He didn't make any money off of it. So that's how he got his start. Just in case you're curious, it's still on YouTube. Look up Bill Cosby clone cartoon. It's fucking hilarious. But anyway, that's that.
Legal.
Tá bom? Fala tchau.
Até acordei. Uau, eu gosto de anime. Peraí. Até despertei aqui. Nossa senhora.
Which one do you think has the better grain structure to the handle? Is it better to have smaller or bigger?
Eu já falei pra você botar esse telefone no mudo. Nossa, que inferno.
Is it good to have that finer grain structure or the broader? What's tougher? What's stronger? Top or the bottom? I like fat grain. Okay. So this top one. Yeah, that's probably stronger to have a fat grain, right? Sick. Okay. Fala tchau, idiota. All right. Good night, everybody. It's almost 2 hours, this live. Blame Canada. Great song. Oh, I know. Oh, yeah. Oh, that's right. I keep forgetting you're from Canada. Szechuan sauce. Oh, small grain is stronger. Oh, okay. That's good information. So in which case, so this one's a smaller grain, yeah? The bottom one? Right. So the one on the right. Is that correct? The one on the right. Smaller grain.
É. Ai, ai.
And then let me flip them around this way. Yeah. The one on the right has much smaller grain, correct? The main thing is having to go, I'll run in the same direction, right? The tighter the grain, the closer to the center of the tree and tougher. I see. Just kiss your both and see which one feels better. Fuck it. That's your answer for everything. Yeah, see you on the next one. Thanks. I really can't see internet or camera not cooperating. Okay. Well, if you want to comment below, if you do know, I think the one on the right has a smaller grain structure. It looks like both of them have decent direction on the grain. It looks like they're all going along the same. I think they got it right. I mean, for a $10 knife, I don't expect that much. Anyway, I think I got two just because it was such a good deal. I couldn't pass it up. Anyway, thanks for tuning in, everyone, and comment below. You can, I think, continue commenting for a couple seconds after this too, if you want to comment on the grain structure. And well, I could give it 3 more minutes.
Fala para todo mundo vir acompanhar a gente de madrugada.
Sim, e
As
também
raspas do
você,
tacho.
então, quer cantar para 3 minutos?
Vai ver, todo mundo vai ter pesadelo, amor. Para. Eu cantando.
Não.
Canta comigo. Tá chovendo, vou cantar a música Chove, Chuva.
Olha, se chove, vai, canta 3 minutos,
Chove,
é exato 2 horas.
chuva. Chove sem parar, eu só sei esse refrão. Conta uma piada.
Não, para. Você canta bastante.
Mas eu canto
de
pro seu
repente-
ouvido. É pro teu ouvido cantando, ó. Entendeu? Pra te alorar. Alorar é aloprar.
Yeah.
Bom dia, Paulinho, pra você aí na França. La France. Oui, chérie, oui.
Okay, I'm gonna have to look at that. I don't choose the thumbnails. When I just hit close on StreamYard, I think I have to go back into YouTube to choose a thumbnail. As you can tell, I just simply don't take that much time. I do the live, I hit end, I'm done. I just simply don't have time to put into this channel. And I'm not saying because I don't care. It's just I'm just not putting that much effort into the production value. I just am not. So, então, 30 segundos. Vai,
30
canta
segundos? Eu cantar 30 segundos? Jogue suas tranças de mel. Rapunzel, Rapunzel. Uou. Dói só dos seus cabelos aí. Jogue suas tranças de mel. Rapunzel.
E vai, ô Juliano, isso.
Ô, Juliana, o que tu quer de mim? Já falei que eu passo o rodo e não cai. Qualquer papim, pam, 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 pam. Juliana, nossa filha.
E também a pau com, lembra?
A menina não gosta de mim só porque eu como ovo.
Não, essa cara sem sapatos, lembra? Eu sou com fome.
Tô com fome, não é? Ah, tá. Tô com fome e quero merendar. Pão com mortadela e guaraná. Pão com mortadela e guaraná. É minha música.
Pão com mortadela
e guaraná. Bebeu água? Não. Tá com sede? Tô. Olha. Água mineral. Água mineral. O que há? Você vai ficar legal. Tri. Doidíssimo, uma hora dessa. E cantando alto, tem que falar baixo.
Okay, it's the one with the Mattis. Oh, I forgot to post these the whole night. Oh man, what a drag. I forgot all about that. Okay. Okay, here. I'll end it on this. The thumbnail from your live 2 weeks ago looks like you're keystering something. Okay, that's how I'll end it right there. Okay, it's the thumbnail. Satisfaction Snuts is coming on the screen. Okay. Então, fala tchau. Boa noite.
Bye-bye. I'll see you later.
Okay, good night, everyone. Thanks for tuning in. And comment below if you're watching this on rebroadcast. Hit like and all that good stuff.